Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we would be having our fourth game already against this Malaysia and Team Singapore header. So, to introduce our players, onto the bottom left corner of Ice and Chrome LE, fighting for Team Malaysia, we've got Zheng. And onto the upper right corner of Ice and Chrome LE, fighting for Team Singapore, we've got Heisenberg. His name is Heisenberg, but we all know him as Testac22. So we'll see if Heisenberg can actually give this win to Team Singapore to move on to the next round. And whoever loses would be falling down onto the loser's bracket. So, hinaan ko lang yung music.
Yeah, so let's see if Heisenberg is cooking up something fierce.
Yeah. Well,
Say,
you want to
for
be
his namesake.
you want to be known as that guy, you know, that ako yung nagpapanalo sa Singapore. Like I was the one who has gotten that win for
Yeah.
that series. So we'll see on how Heisenberg would be playing. We have seen how the Terran player from Singapore actually manages to demolish his opponent last game.
Yeah, but I think we should also note that even if Singapore would take the series clinching game here, if it comes to that, we would still be casting the next games since the players are all ready to play.
Well, yeah. So we'll see on what would be the opening here onto the side of Zheng. Stalkers, Twilight Council. I think naita ko na to, pre. I came from the future. Blink Stalkers once again. So we'll see if that would be Blink Stalkers this time. Standard opening as of yet onto the side of the Terran. So habang wala pang nangyayari, i-shoutout mo na lahat ng i-shoutout mo, Mr. Ryu.
Nga pala, shoutout sa ating mga fellow casters.
Yeah!
From the other countries. Butte from, I think that's Malaysia, right?
Yeah.
And Nameless from Singapore.
Oo. Alam mo, tol, gusto ko talaga pumuntang Malaysia eh. Alam mo bakit?
Bakit?
Kasi truly Asia sila, pre.
Pero actually, nakapunta na ako ng Malaysia eh.
Ano ba meron sa Malaysia para sa mga di nakakaalam?
Well, actually, hindi ako sa main city sa Kuala Lumpur pumunta. Doon kami pumunta sa... I forget the name.
Well, I'm guessing...
I'll bring up it later.
Well, I guess that... I think that's a school trip, right?
Hindi. It was for something. I'm not sure if I could say it, pero it was vacation. And yeah, actually, some of them thought that I was Malaysian. Apparently, yung ibang features ng Filipinos and Malaysian are similar. And then, they would speak to me in Malaysian, and when I would say, sorry, can you speak in English? They would say, you're Filipino.
Oh, so, yeah.
And they're very welcoming, actually.
I remember when we were in Cambodia, like, the tuk-tuk drivers was talking to me and my brother in Kampuche because they thought we were Cambodians, but yeah. Anyway, Dark Templars is now on the way, and the Warp Prism on the way to onto the side of Zheng. No detections as of yet ready onto the side of Heisenberg, but still the engineering bay is here. I think Zheng is one of the he's one of the top players for Malaysia in terms of I think he's diamond or something, like high diamond near the master. So I think I have battled him in the ladder recently, as everyone is practicing for the Southeast Asian League. So a Widow Mine drop here a little bit late onto the side of Heisenberg. We'll see if he can get a good connection onto this one. That Widow Mine went inside the assimilator. Two probes has been falling down onto the side of Heisenberg, but he would scout the Dark Shrine, so but no immediate actions, no missile turrets being popped off here as of the moment onto the side of Heisenberg. Third Nexus already up and running. So once again, Heisenberg would opt to go for that bio play. Additional barracks being added up here. So according to Twitch chat, they never thought that this friendly games will be so competitive. Well, I guess that's what happens when you play for your country. Like when you're carrying the flag, or you will be playing for the flag. So now Zheng will try to make an engagement here. No, oh, missile turrets already available. Plus the Raven here onto the side of Heisenberg. We'll see if we can see some ballsy plays coming in from Zheng. I think this would be a multi-prong attack. Dark Templars warping into the main. And the Stalkers would be bursted down by this Widow Mine. But a little bit of harassment coming in from Zheng. The Stalkers knocking onto the main base. But the Dark Templars are here, wreaking havoc onto the main mineral line. The Bio Force of Heisenberg reacting perfectly that time. Manages to clear out those Dark Templars, and this attack would be fended off. As of the moment, more Stalkers being warped in here. The Immortal is now making its way onto the base of Heisenberg. Now Heisenberg will see if he can defend this one. More Marines being produced here. But 2 siege tanks already available on... Oh, what a massive pickoff. Did they more...
Oh, that Immortal was...
I think it was rallied. And it was...
Yeah, it was rallied onto the second base. If you check the robotics bay of Zheng,
Right,
it's
right.
going towards the orbital command. So
Now,
slight mistake there, but he
yeah.
should be correcting it
Mistakes
soon.
were made, ladies and gentlemen. That Immortal is not living up to its name. Being bursted down immediately. But here comes another Warp Prism. We'll try and do some harassments onto the side of Heisenberg once again. But the third base of Zheng already up and running.
Yeah, but his Bioforce moving out right now.
Yeah, perfect timing here onto the side of Zheng to warp in some Zealots. Once again, no Bio Force ready to defend as of the moment, since they all moved out in already onto the middle of the map. So a little bit of harassment here. We'll see if Heisenberg will manage to defend this one. Not too many losses there, but still, here comes the main force of Heisenberg knocking down on Team Malaysia's door. But this is a sizable amount of force coming in from Zheng. The Immortal would be picked up once again. Good pick once again onto the side of Heisenberg. Will try to micro it out, but no detections as of the moment for this Dark Templars. But a little bit of micro coming in from Heisenberg would pick up his force. Good engagement from both teams, no one having that significant advantage. But still, a close game that we are having today, ladies and gentlemen. Heisenberg and Zheng.
Yeah, great engagements coming in from both sides. And yeah, I think another mistake earlier from Zheng. Still, the robotics bay is rallied onto that orbital command.
Mm-hmm.
Once he notices that, he should be stop giving away those immortals and hopefully engage better. Because while that was a great defense from him, Heisenberg now should now be aware of those Dark Templars.
Yeah. But here comes another force coming in onto the side of Heisenberg. We'll maybe try and engage once again. This is a scary Terran army with 2 siege tanks already available, plus the Raven for detection. The Raven was a little bit late earlier on, so it made a huge difference since that Dark Templars hammered away onto the force of Heisenberg. But now Zheng making his way across into the middle of the map, but would back off as of the moment. So I think the good follow-up here would be I think after the 2-2 upgrades coming in onto the side of our Terran, he should add more Ghost for that EMP to soften up more the army of Zheng. And for Zheng, I think he needs more tier 3 units. He needs a
Yeah,
destruct.
and maybe even more upgrades as so far. It's a Zealot charge and yeah, not much else.
Yeah, not much else as of the moment, but uh, here comes the Terran army would be moving out once again. 2-2 is near its completion, but still this is a sizable amount of force coming out to the side of Team Singapore. A lot of zealots ready to attack this one. We'll see if we can see an anti-armor missile coming in on from the Raven. Good hit onto that one, but still a lot of zealots hammering away onto this bio force, and it would just be cleaned up immediately by Zheng. Heisenberg would be forced to back off once again. And here
Yeah, and
comes,
those Zealots
yeah,
proving a bit too much for that army.
yeah, right. Good engagements coming in from Zheng, and I think it's his time to counterattack once again. The Archons and Immortals are here available for his disposal, and I don't think Heisenberg has enough to defend this one. Zheng closing in the gap. GG has been called. Good plays coming in from the Malaysian Protoss, coming in from